I want to talk about the Mavericks, too, who, like the Celtics, a bit underachieving during the first half of the season. Last night, we were reminded why the expectations were initially so high for Dallas and Luka Doncic coming into this year. Now, one hurdle they will need to overcome is the 10 back-to-back games they have scheduled for the second half of the regular season. Take a look here. This is tied for second most, given the injury concerns for Kristaps Porzingis. Definitely something they're going to have to mitigate. Richard, do you expect the Mavs to be better in the second half, given especially this hurdle with the schedule that we just got today?
Well, you don't want to say things can't get worse because always things can get worse. But if you look at the injuries, the lack of the travel because of COVID that they had to deal with, players being stuck in certain places, you knew that they were going to get off to a slow start. And again, like Porzingis not being at the level. And I think now they're kind of warming up into their season, which you see a lot of teams do. They didn't have the great offensive efficiency that they had last year, but the entire league has jumped up offensively. So I'm not surprised. Again, kind of similar to what Matt said about, hey, they're 3 or 4 games away from all of a sudden being right into the Dallas Mavericks are back. So I'm not surprised. I think the expectations, people thought Luka was going to win the MVP, and they thought those numbers were going to be there and their team was going to continue to grow. It's just been a very slow growth so far this year.
Well, I think you look at what Luka's done. I think he scored 34 points a game over this 6-1 winning streak that they have. He's going to be fine. I don't worry about him. But if I am the Mavericks and I'm looking at this schedule, Rachel, that you've put up, I do have concerns about Porzingis because first it was the knee. He was coming off. He had to literally get in shape as the season began because of that short off season. Now there's some back stiffness. He's very important to them. He has been really a disaster defensively, which we're not used to with Porzingis. He was an elite defensive player for a part of the time with New York and last year with Dallas. Can he get back to that? Can he be a rim protector with fighting his way through all these injuries? The other guy I think that's really hurt them that's been out has been Max Kleber. He was out, he was back in, now he's out again. So those are the questions I have also. You know, we've talked so much about the missing Seth Curry. If you watch that game last night, you say, maybe Jalen Brunson could be Seth Curry. So that makes you feel a little better. But this schedule to me is concerning because of those back-to-backs, and I can't imagine Porzingis playing a ton of back-to-backs.
This team had a lot of hype coming into the season after what they did in the bubble, what Luka personally did in the bubble. So, you know, he was odds-on favorite to win the MVP, and we were all expecting a lot from Dallas. And like Richard said, it just didn't happen that way. But anytime you have Luka, you have a great chance. And this game is all about getting hot at the right time. Take, case in point, the Miami Heat last year, coming out of that 5th seed to make the finals. It's just about getting hot at the right time. The one concern, obviously, is KP and his ability to be able to play over the second half of the season. But I'm also interested to see what they do before the trade deadline. Is there a piece they can pick up or a couple pieces they can pick up to strengthen that roster? But I think the key to this team's success in the second half is KP's ability to be on the floor and be effective.
Yeah,
you know every night what Luka's going to give you now.
Yeah,
No
interesting
question.
to bring that up about the trade deadline, Jackie. We've heard there's rumors out there that maybe the Mavs are even shopping Porzingis. Now, Mark Cuban has come out, strongly denied those. Do you expect them to make some kind of move before the deadline?
I don't know about Porzingis. I think this is probably, semantics here. I doubt that they're actively shopping Porzingis, but are they listening? We know one thing about Donnie Nelson. He's always listening to everybody. But I expect Porzingis to be with them going forward. Now, can they make another little move? Sure, and they probably should.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.